What is up, everyone? This is Volgris here, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can create this abstract look in your montage. And I really had no intentions of doing this tutorial on this effect, but as you guys know, there are many commonly used effects in montages throughout the community, and I'm trying to create new ones for more people to use, because I know how to do a lot of effects, but it's only a few that I actually like to use in my videos. So this one's new. I'm probably not going to use it, but if you guys would like to, you're welcome to. So basically, I have a clip right here. Just a little tip, you want to apply any color correction first, and if you want to add like no light, you might want to add that afterwards. So you can either create like add Twixtor or any type of color correction beforehand, and then pre-compose or render it. So here, right here, we have our clip, and we want to find the part where we want the effect to start. So right here, I guess, where it's in slow motion Twixtor. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a slow enough motion. Let me see. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to hold in Control, hold in Shift, and hit D at the same time. So it basically splits the clip, and it creates two clips. Similar to Acid in Vegas, but it creates obviously two tracks because it's After Effects. Then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate. Actually, we're not going to duplicate it yet. We want to make sure that this is the clip that we want to use. So what you can do is you want to basically play the clip in normal speed, and I'm not sure how that's going to work because I'm recording, but basically you want to make sure that it says up here real time, and right now mine's not real time. And that doesn't look like it's long enough, so I'm actually going to add Twixtor to it again to make it a little bit slower, so I'm going to fast forward the video. Okay, so I rendered Twixtor on this clip, and generally you can just go to Layer, Pre-Compose, but to prevent any mistakes I just decided to render this out first, and that way if I make any mistakes, I can just go back to the original clip right here, which I named Wax. Not really sure why, but it was just something random. So now what you want to do is you want to duplicate the layer by selecting the layer you want to duplicate and holding in Control and hitting D. And now we have a top layer and a bottom layer. I'm not going to rename them, but I'm just going to refer to them as top and bottom. So the top we're going to make a mask, and the bottom we're going to apply the effect. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hit the G key on your keyboard, or just the masking tool, the pen tool, and you're just going to mask, add a quick mask. Now generally you want to spend a lot of time on this. There are multiple ways you can do this. You can spend a lot of time and mask out every single detail you see on every single frame, but that's going to take way too long, and in the end, if it's really going to be worth it, you can do it, but for this tutorial especially, I'm not going to even bother doing that. You can also use that method I showed maybe like 5 tutorials ago, like the masking transition one. You can also make one of those yourself, although I don't have one of those made for COD 4, so I'm just going to do this. And when you get to right here, if you want to, you can mask out this little portion right here. You don't have to, and I'm not going to, just because. Then I'm going to close the mask, and now if you notice, all I have is this little gun area right there. And basically with that, what we're going to do is we're going to apply a feather. Okay, so just go down on the top layer, and you're going to go down to masks, and you can check this off if you want. Basically what that's going to do is if you put one up, it's going to put both of them up. You don't have to, but I'm going to. So now we have this little part right here, and also what you can do is you can turn the opacity of the layer down a little bit. So under transform, turn the opacity down, and the reason why is because you obviously know it's a gun, and even when you have the effect, you're still going to be able to tell it's a gun, so it's still going to look good. And we can mess with this a little bit later. Like I said, this gun does change a lot, so you can definitely mask every single frame, but you don't have to do that, like I said. But there are multiple ways you can do this effect, and you could do certain ones to make it look better, or just whatever you can basically find settings to your liking. And now what we're going to do is on the middle layer, also the game clip, we are going to go to Effect, Distort, and we're going to go to CC Flow Motion, and right now nothing happened, and that's exactly what we want. We want to go back to the first keyframe, or first frame of this actual clip. Going to go down to Effects. Again, remember that we're applying this to the middle layer, or the layer right under the layer that we just masked. So I'm going to click down on CC Flow Motion, and we are going to keyframe pretty much all of these because you're not sure which ones you're going to need to be using. But basically, if you want my advice on it, you're going to want to definitely keyframe not 1, definitely keyframe a mount, possibly not 2, depending on what you want to do, and also mount 2. You can basically just, like I said, keyframe all of these. Anti-aliasing, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. You see that a lot, but you really don't have to do that. But yeah, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go a few frames ahead, and then you're going to turn not 1. You're going to turn a mount 1 up, so it's going to create this little like cool effect. It's going to actually like warp your gun a little bit. And it's going to look pretty cool. But you want to make this effect be like pretty fast. That way it doesn't get mixed up with your gun right here, as you see. So when you play this, it looks like this. And it makes this really cool effect. And now you can spawn not 2 by keyframing not 2 and mount 2. And mount 2, turn it up a little bit. And you can move this a little bit over here. Alright. And again, with not 1 or a mount 1, you want to turn this up a lot and do it like that. So it's going to look like this. And basically, you guys basically get the idea what you want to do. Just a really abstract effect that looks really nice in your montage. And before I get any further, I just want to actually turn the opacity up. I thought it would look better, but it really doesn't. So just turn the opacity up on this clip. Okay. So this is basically what we want. Now when we play this, it looks like this. Okay, so we can actually end this effect right here. So as you scope in the first time, so right as we get to the screen being like a brownish orange color, we can end this effect by again keyframing it on the bottom layer. Go to Effects, CC, Flow Motion, and keyframing all these amounts and then turning down to 0. So mount 1 down to 0. Make sure it's a 0, not negative, because negative will actually make it bulge out, as you guys just saw. I forgot to tell you guys that, but now you know. And now it looks normal again. So just play this, and then I will excuse me, and then I will render it out and try to make it look a little cooler. Alright, so basically I just want to thank you guys for watching this. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want me to show more bizarre effects, like this one wasn't really a normal effect, but I guess the whole entire point of editing is to create a new effect. So if you guys like this, tell me what you guys think. If you are going to use this in your montage, you can create a video response and post it below this video. That way I can see it, or you can PM it to me. I want to thank you guys all for your suggestions on last video. This is actually not one of them, but I will probably get to those later this week. And I really thank you guys for watching and for subscribing and for liking. I expect another tutorial, or maybe 1 or 2 more tutorials today, because I know I haven't really made one all week and I want to make up for that. So thanks for watching.